Well, it's almost time for tip-off, and that means it's time for another Cleveland Cavaliers on SI Game Day report. The Cavaliers preparing for the second of two meetings this year with the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Cavaliers taking the first matchup between the two teams back in mid-January. Cleveland coming off of a win over Washington on Friday night. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Timberwolves arrive at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse winners of three straight after a victory over the Portland Trail Blazers on Saturday evening. And with that win on Friday night for the Cavs, they have secured their fourth straight winning season with their 42nd win of the year. And for as much as this team has been built around its defense in recent seasons, this year they have been carried by the offense. Friday night, the Cavaliers topping the 130-point plateau for the 14th time this season. They shot 51% from the floor, canning 16 triples and handing out 32 assists. That's the 22nd time this year that the Cavs have dished out 30 or more dimes in a game. Well, Evan Mobley followed up perhaps as one of his worst outings of the year with one of his best, 27 points, 7 rebounds for the Cavs big man, his fourth game scoring 27 or more points this year. And when Mobley's humming, usually the Cavaliers are also humming. The Wine and Gold 20-3 this season when Mobley scores 20 or more points. He's averaging career highs of 18.5 points per game to go along with a career high three-point shooting percentage as well. Minnesota arrives at Rocket Mortgage tonight with a 30-23 record, 6th in the Western Conference. Got a decent defense over there in Minnesota, ranking 4th in the NBA, giving up 108 points per game, but offensively is where the Wolves really struggle. They commit 14.5 turnovers per game, and their shooting percentage, 46 from the field. That is middle of the pack in terms of the NBA. We'll wrap things up here with our injury report here for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards did not play on Saturday night. He is questionable tonight with a right hip injury. Julius Randle is out with a right groin strain, and Dante DiVincenzo is out with a left toe injury. Meanwhile, Mike Conley questionable for the Wolves with a finger injury. For the Cavaliers, Isaac Okoro out, still dealing with that shoulder issue. Dean Wade also out as he deals with a bone bruise in his right knee. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. You can follow along with all of our social media content and, of course, our written content over on si.com/NBA/Cavaliers. You can, of course, hear head coach Kenny Atkinson's pregame comments streamed live right here on the YouTube page, and stick around for the postgame report immediately following the game. Enjoy the game, Cavs fans. We'll see you at center court.